Today I want to talk about the harvest time. I'm going to talk about the harvest time. I want to shout out to my sister Pacola Benton because a while back we had a conversation and she mentioned something in reference to the harvest time. So I thought I would talk a little bit about that today. We all are going to get a harvest. Whatever we sowed before, we're going to reap it. There's no way around it. There are no shortcuts. You know, they say the best route between 2 points is a straight line. When it comes to karma and situations, whatever you want to call it, it's a straight line. It's going to happen. And sometimes that harvest comes in a bittersweet way. Sometimes you got to reap from the bad harvest, from the bad seed you sowed before you can get to the good harvest for the good seeds you sowed. And that's what happened to me in my life. But sometimes when a lot of us go through the bad harvest, a lot of us don't make it. We don't make it. We get inside our head, can't deal with the consequences, whatever the case may be. Haven't had that one-on-one sit down with the higher power to look things straight in the face. And don't get it twisted. You don't need an audience for this. It's just you and them. You can't be in the mindset of worrying about the people who were involved and the people who weren't, who have an opinion and have something to say about it. You don't have time for that. It's just you and your Creator. And once you establish that, okay, I got to deal with so-and-so, and invite the Creator as a part of your life actively, daily, constantly, that bad harvest is soon going to be over. Then you can move on to the good. None of us are perfect in this world, and I understand that. So I'm going to talk in detail about the good harvest and the bad harvest, provide a couple examples, and then I'm going to let you guys go for the day. Let's say that your life was tumultuous for whatever reason. I'm not going to go into details because there are hundreds of reasons why a person's life might have been tumultuous while they were young. And they made some decisions, whether it was attributed to their fault or the parents' fault or whoever's fault it was. Bottom line is that they made the final decision, and the final decision was not good at all. It was good at the time because of their mindset at the time, which was already disturbed. But they made a decision, and later on, they got to pay for the repercussions in regards to that decision. A lot of people don't make it through that. And it usually happens during a time when this person has a totally different mindset. They're trying to move on with their life in some way, form, or fashion, be it a relationship, career, or whatever the case may be. And all of a sudden, the past pops up. Now, you've seen millions of videos online. You've seen them on television. You've heard podcasts about how leaving the past behind. You should, to an extent. As long as you've learned from it. Learn first from what your past has given you. Then leave it behind. Because if you learn, you'll be in a position when you see somebody on that freight train that's about to crash, you can help them out. But if you don't learn, then it's doomed to keep happening over and over and over again. So some years pass and you're settled. And all of a sudden, those same little things from the past, and it could be little things. It might not even be big things. It could be just little reminders will pop up to try to throw you off your game. This is where the good harvest comes in. This is where you use your skills that you have acquired due to your spiritual awareness. See, before, you were in this headspace. You were in the fog. You were in the clouds. You couldn't see 2 feet in front of you, so you didn't know where you were at, and you were just spinning around in circles. But see, now the path is clear. You probably knew this was coming. You're like, okay, I'm ready. And you know, funny thing about worry and anxiety is that we have a tendency to worry about things. And when we worry about things, we blow them out of proportion in our heads. And when it does come through, when the gavel finally goes down in the case, it's not as bad, remotely as bad as we thought it was going to be. And it's that demon trying to get you off your levels, trying to get you off your game to the point where you start acting and doing things that are reflective of the life that you supposedly throw behind, and you wind up ruining relationships and opportunities because of those behaviors. See, a lot of parents haven't had that talk with their children because a lot of parents are going through this and they don't even realize it. You cannot teach a child something that you have not conquered yourself. You can try, but you can't. So the bad harvest is here, okay? And then all of a sudden, you make it through. Here comes the good harvest. You're just sitting down and relaxing because you're spent from dealing with the bad harvest. You're doing a little R&R, trying to regroup. All of a sudden, the blessings just start flowing. They start flowing because you made it through the bad harvest. As I stated before, a lot of people don't make it that far. They don't. The blessings keep coming through, but see, you have to understand now, you're enjoying the blessings and they're coming super fast. But what you have to do is be careful not to get caught up in that whirlwind of blessings to the point where you use bad judgment in dealing with things. Don't mess up your finances because all of a sudden you're getting 6 figures every year or 7 figures. Don't be foolish with it. Don't be letting all kind of people around you all the time. You don't know anything about them or anything else. Otherwise, in a previous situation, they wouldn't have cared anything about you. Use wisdom, use patience in regards to anything you receive, good or bad, so you can keep it. I've seen many good people that would struggle to try to make it, and by the time they get to that lifestyle, they wind up marrying the wrong person, or they wind up living in the wrong area, or they wind up partnering with the wrong people, and in a matter of a short period of time, after years of trying to finally achieve their dream, they wind up losing it all because of the association. They slept. And we don't sleep over here. So I hope that clarifies the difference between the good harvest and the bad harvest. And another thing too, as I stated before, you can't control the timing of these things. That's why it's good to have a strong spiritual relationship, because see, the universe is going to do what it's going to do. Your creator already has a schedule of his or her own, however you want to refer to the creator. Okay? And it doesn't matter where you're from or how much you have in your pocket. See, the world has got you believing, some of you, the world has got you believing that once you achieve a certain economic status that you are untouchable, and that is a huge lie created by the devil. It's a demon. Because that's a way to put you back in that fog and those clouds so you don't pay attention to what the hell's going on around you. You're not paying attention to what's going on in your house. You're not paying attention to the damage that's being done to your car when you're at work every day. I don't know who I'm talking to. You don't know what's going on about your job. You got people that's trying to oust you from your job that you work hard to get. I'm talking to somebody today. You don't know because you're caught up in your status. That's what these evil forces want. They let you go so high and make you think that you've achieved your dream just to have it snatched from you right away so you can take yourself out. And that's exactly what's going to happen. You got to be protected, people. But yeah, your good harvest is coming. And right now you're going through the bad harvest. But stick in there so you can get through the good, because a lot of people don't make it. I said it before and it's the truth. A lot of people don't make it to the good harvest. And I want you guys to make it, because we succeed over here, We all succeed over here. In this community, we succeed over here. We have a path. We have goals. And we bring people into the fold that do the same or want to do the same or trying to do the same. We don't bring last year's pain and problems to the table so we could trauma bond with a whole bunch of people that are going through the same, accomplishing nothing. We don't do that over here. There are millions of other channels out there who are down for that in the chat and in the comments and on the videos. That's all they do is sit there and whine, 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 and not a piece of cheese. Go over there. We succeed over there. When you finish drying your tears and wiping the snot from your nose and stop having that pity party and you're ready to put on your boots and get in the mud and do some work, come on over here with us. We got cookies over here. Good cookies. And no, I'm not talking about the bad stuff. I'm talking about homemade, fresh ingredients. We got good stuff over here. Be part of the good stuff. Peace.